Grand Tuesday. This is Dee with Divine Needle, and it's Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021, 7:20 a.m. right now. It's on the little doohickey. I don't know if you can see that. We'll get it up here so you can. Maybe. There, 7:21 now. Anyway, that's today's Sabian symbol. A very interesting one. A lot of dark. This reminds me of several things, but we'll get into that in a minute. I wanted to show you all something about yesterday's reading that stood out to me. See how the fingers pointed? And it looks like a swirl of dust coming up. And it's supposed to be a shellfish, but it looks like a swirl of dust coming up off the ground with the finger pointing down. Well, here's something very interesting I want to show you guys. I didn't even look at this. Let me see. The Higher, Wider Perspective card was one of the cards we got. Looking down from above. And this Guilt card, see the storms? And this card could quite literally just indicate it is a holiday time. Those were the cards from yesterday, and I want to show you something else about yesterday. Grand rising to you all. Yes. That was one of the cards from yesterday. That was overall energy. Then these three were yesterday. For highest priority. And Archangel Commander and Community and the Haunt. Well, that Haunt card's kind of like this. All right, bear with me. First of all, see the helix? The helix going on here? And see the storms? The storms? Keep in mind the micro and the macro. Always. This one's just literally messenger of Earth. That's them cueing me. Messenger of Earth. This is going to rock foundations. And Angel of Storms and Battles. Storms. Yeah. Well, whenever you see tornadoes, when they're being filmed, first of all, a lot of people call them the finger of God spinning up, right? The helix. When you see tornadoes forming and when they're roping out, you'll see the helix. It's just like micro and macrocosm. It's like the DNA helix. And they were telling me about yesterday's tornadoes. Yeah. Battles of Storms, Angel of Storms and Battles. It was all about tornadoes. And there was a good deal of them yesterday. in the last 24 hours or so. Mississippi, Texas, Arkansas. Yeah, quite a few. And I think some of the East Coast had some too. Alabama as well, Mississippi, Alabama. But anyway, yeah. I just wanted to point this out because not only were they talking about the microcosm as far as will you choose to do the rules or break them with the road card, they were literally talking about storms rolling across the plains. Literally, tornadoes. hmm It was all about storms yesterday. 100. hmm There are many ways to use the holodeck and the planetary movements of the timekeeper Chronos to see what's going on the micro and the macrocosm. All right. Now give me a moment because I hear a kitty cat that wants in. I'm going to step up real quick and take care of that. I'll be right back. It'll just take a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, storms. And sure enough, yesterday was full of the helix of tornadoes going on. Definitely. Look at some pictures of them, and you'll see this helix. Uh, what was his name? Picos Hank. Check his channel out. He did a few that happened in Texas on April 23rd. Texas Tornado Fest is what it's titled, and you'll see the helix. You will see the helix of a tornado roping out. But that's what they were trying to point out was, and Page of Earth foundations. Tornadoes definitely can tear houses right off their foundations. But that's also them cueing me to pay attention to the foundation of the reading. Yeah, Earth Messenger. Okay, I just want to point that out before we start with today's. Let's see what they have in store for us today. Will it be about the storms yet again? I know those storms rolled through here last night, and I blissfully went to sleep knowing I was A-okay. Not too worried about the finger of God coming down and spinning one up. Yep. But today, this muffled man is in the Sabian Mysteries. And I see several things here. First of all, the first thing I notice is the darkness that's all around it. And it almost is reminiscent of the death card to me. That's the first thing. The second thing, it almost looks like a wine bottle with an extra large thing at the top here. But this is in the darkness. Okay. So, nighttime. Let's see what else the reading holds for us today. I'm just going to set that right there so you can see that picture. Okay. Show Zen. I do hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And let me check something real quick. Today is Star Wars Day. Welcome to the Force. Interesting. Darth Vader? Cinco de Mayo is coming up on the 5th. The 5-5 portal. Tomorrow's reading ought to be really interesting because that's the 5-5 portal. So yeah. Just want to take note of that. Let me look at the planets very quickly here. Anything that stands out to me. Saturn's at 13 degrees still. But it's going to be going retrograde. And then Jupiter is going to be leaving and heading into Pisces. The sun is at 13 degrees in Taurus. And Mercury's getting ready to go into Gemini. It's at 0 degrees right now. Gemini. So the messenger heading in Gemini. And of course, Chiron in Aries at 10 degrees and Uranus. Gaia. I love him so much. Sir Russell from Rustling Around is at 10 degrees in Taurus. So lockstep with Chiron, the Wounded Warrior, and Uranus, Gaia. That means something. I haven't quite sorted it out, but I have some sneaking suspicions. Because it's all about Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, being a wounded warrior. And who is that wounded warrior? Never stop asking why. Anyway. Why is it doing this, showing the storms? Because they're trying to use me as an earth messenger to tell you guys about things coming up. Not just on the microcosm individually, but on the macrocosm. Because as above, so below, as within, so without, the micro and macro both reflect each other. We're in an inversion. And the real place, the opposite side of this inversion, is where we really want to go. Anyway, so yes, I digress. Anyway, let's get into the reading for Tuesday for the collective. What do you all need to tell us for Tuesday, today, next 24 hours or so for the collective? Postponement. Oh, they're just repeating what I just said. Remember, I was talking about the micro and the macro and the mirror reflection of the inversion. This is the inversion, and there's the other side of it. More cards. They want more cards. So let's give them what they want for Tuesday. Okay. Slowing down. And there's the mirroring. slowing down so that you can see the micro and the macro. Okay. Slowing down so you can see the micro and the macro. Yep. All right. So slow down, everybody, so you can see how everything reflects the other, the internal and the external binary, the double helix, right? It's all about that. All right. Let's get into today's energy. For the collective, the overall energy. Overall energy. Overall energy for Tuesday. They must want everything just so. What are you going to tell the collective? Overall energy, please. Okay. The journeyman. Overall energy. Dedication. To me, that's what that card is. It's dedication. What's our highest priority? For the collective, highest priority. That's interesting. Very interesting. 8 of orbs and 7 of orbs, highest priority. Dedication to your future. Seeds you've planted. Nurturing that. Ooh, fascinating. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? Lots of resistance. Yep. Lots of resistance in the cards today. Heartbreak. The wheel of life. Okay. Mm-hmm. The micro and the macro. The wheel of life, wheel of fortune card. But they also use this as their way of talking to me about the planetary movements. This card. It's how they let me know when the age of Aquarius began. And the Mason. Working together with the Irish Shield, Queen of Cups. The Fool. Seeking science. That's underlying. Last time they shot me that direction, they were pointing out the Heavenly Harmony space station. They want me to look at science. Science. Symbol of protection. All right. So the planetary movements and how they affect all of us down here, cycles. This could be about your fortunes in life going either direction, what seems good or what seems bad for you. So the Wheel of Life. Key 10, Major Arcana. Let's take a look at it. They want me to slow down and really look at these. When Key 10 appears to you, you are at a major turning point in your life. This is a symbol of changing cycles and even the cycles of our mind, how we change our perspectives based on the evolution of our experiences. Like I'm changing mine reading the cards. This is also our karma and the law of causation. This is the guardian spirit present during a major shift in your life. So big shifts with Earth. Lots of Earth here. This indicates a forest, the journeyman. And cracks in the earth. Highest priority. Well, I'm going to read the cards at face value first. And then we're going to look at what it means exactly, or what it could mean. So, the underlying is about the cycles of our life, right? And the movement of Chronos and the time, the timekeeper and the rest of the planets. It's like a giant clockworks, okay? The journeyman, overall energy, 8 of orbs. The journeyman is the spirit of apprenticeship, of perfecting one's craft, of routine work that leads to mastery. This is also the spirit of prudence. When the journeyman appears to you, you are being called to apply discipline, a strong work ethic, and perseverance to hone your skills in a particular trade. Dedication. The journeyman is the grind of dedicated work, practice, and careful methodical study of a specialized craft. Note the orbs set into the master's staff. This is prophetic of an adept who is currently an apprentice but who will someday exceed the master. It has been foretold you will become the warrior, or the erudite, or perhaps the healer. One of these 3 paths manifested. That is the prophecy of the journeyman. Behind the journeyman and into the dark woods, can you see the forest through the trees? I can. I hope you guys can. When the journeyman appears to you, look again at your surroundings. Can you discern the holistic pattern from the details? Try to understand the bigger picture. A higher, wider perspective. Remember the card yesterday, the eagle flying above? That was kind of their way of giving me a heads up to really look at the reading. Really look it over. And this is them backing it up today. And you see the forest through the trees. When the journeyman appears to you, look again at your surroundings. Can you discern the holistic patterns? I don't know. Can you guys? I can. Our highest priority, the gardener, 7 of orbs. So we've got an 8 and going down to 7. The gardener is the nature spirit of low magic and the spirit of harvest. When the gardener appears close by is the presence of an earth goddess. The 7 of Orbs card is a threshold, a special nexus point between the physical realm and the spirit realm. Between the spirit realm and the physical realm. Or in the inversion. Both these cards are showing you the mirroring, right? Wow. The gardener calls to mind the Magna Mater, the goddess Sibyl, and she appears to you now to help you take what is formless matter within your mind and spirit to yield meritorious work product and a presentment of harvest. The gardener is the spirit who oversees low magic and can be called upon to assist with the craft, utilizing herbs, stones, roots, oils, and the crafting of charms. The gardener appears to you when you are experiencing success unfulfilled. The 7 of Orbs is a liminal gateway between states of consciousness. That's interesting because that's been at the forefront for me, states of consciousness. When the gardener appears to you, know that you've got an idea, a design, or concept worth investing in. And if you see it through to fruition, you will achieve the security, stability, and material abundance you've been seeking. A gateway between the realms. I must investigate further. Anyway, dedicated work to what you are trying to bring to harvest. And bringing to harvest is your highest priority today. What to be mindful of, prepare for, the bereaved, 3 of Swords. The bereaved is sabotage after fruition, but there's a foretelling of resurrection through the story of Isis mourning her husband, the god Osiris, and the coming conception of Horus. This is a spirit of bereavement by your side. This is sorrow, mourning, sadness, and deprivation of love. Yet this is also the power of resurrection after sorrow. I'll have to look at this further. I know they're telling me more here, obviously. It is a rather simplistic reading, however. Very, which is good. I like simple. Because, man, when I did the earth signs on, what was it, Friday or Saturday? Can't remember now. It was so overly complicated. Everybody's energy, the earth signs. Oh my gosh. It overwhelmed me completely. I was like, okay, meltdown. I wasn't expecting that kind of energy to pop out, but man, did it. Anyway, so the cycles of our life and dedicated work to what we're working on, and that's our highest priority, is those seeds, nurturing it, and being prepared for some sort of heartbreak. Possibly just, this card can range from utter, complete heartbreak to simple disappointments. So keep that in mind. Okay. let's look at the... It's interesting because we got the trees, and this is a tree here. And the gateway. This is a liminal gateway card between these two realms. I feel like they're telling me that I need to keep focusing on this altered states of consciousness. I think that's what they're telling me to do. For you guys, it's telling you all to keep nurturing what you've been working on, what you've dedicated a lot of time to. Okay? All right. I almost want to clarify the bereaved card, but they're telling me not to. Okay. All right, we won't, but we will take a card out from Osho Zen and see if they give us any more little clues. Man, that one did a kickflip in the deck. There's the darkness. Consciousness. Yeah, altered states. They want me to keep working with altered states of consciousness. The darkness. Yep. So you guys might be trying some of that yourselves. That'd be pretty awesome, right? I am reading. Hi, India. Hi from America. How's it going? Oh, this isn't one of those kind of readings. But this reading could pertain to you because you're talking about jobs. You're talking about jobs, and this reading may be exactly what you need to hear, gaming tech. Keep up the dedication and hard work at what you're working on for the future, what you want to bring into harvest. Prepare that it may not go as smoothly or as easily as you would like. But nonetheless, keep going. Don't stop. Okay? For me, it means some other things, but for you all, the microcosm, that's what this means. Okay? Anyway, Tuesday, the double helix, twos. Yeah, it's definitely all about the twos and the ones. You know, the computer data, zeros and ones, the on and off gate, right? And liminal gateways. Yeah, you can't make that up, right? Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic Tuesday. And perhaps tomorrow I'll bring more out about what this actually meant. But I think that's where they're going with this. I don't think there's anything specific except for, well, there may be something to do with the earth near heavily wooded areas, but I'll have to look into that a little closer. Anyway, have a grand Tuesday. Love you guys.